Good morning, my androids. It is Andrew the Android Koloski here. And I am live and ready to perform for you. How oft thou? How oft thou, my androids? So, I just took a shower. How does my hair look this morning? I know some people were saying my hair, my haircut looked pretty bad yesterday. But how do you think it looks this morning? I hope not too bad. Dave, how do you think my haircut looks? Do you think it looks bad or do you think it looks good? Okay, Chiba Chiba says really love the haircut, Andrew. So Chiba Chiba likes it. All right, so at least not everybody's telling me it's awful. Somebody says looks good. Fuck the trolls. All right, fair enough. So I worked out at the gym. I just completed an hour. I'm doing my laundry now. Somebody says this shirt reminds me of the Otto Greenberg attire. Yeah, man. It's very Otto Greenberg. Oh, that was almost disastrous. You don't want the chair to flip. That'd be a train wreck. Hey, Erie, we got Erie in the house. We got Erie, Chiba, and Dave. Hey, Erie. Erie, can't you give me a heart? You gave Chiba and Dave a heart, but you didn't give me a heart, Erie. Erie, can you give me a heart too? Pete, we got Pete in the house as well. Greetings, Pete. So, I was listening to the song Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd at the gym. I realize it's an overplayed classic rock song that everyone knows. I guess they call it an oldie but a goodie for a reason. I interpret the song that it's about schizophrenia. Someone, Syd Barrett, was blurring fantasy and reality, and he was no longer able to distinguish what is true. Then he got completely lost in psychosis. And it ends with Roger Waters saying, "Wish you were here." I often wonder if my family was trying to render me a vegetable mind like Syd Barrett, trying to intentionally cause me to get lost in psychosis. Or did they have good intention the whole time? I guess toggle the switch to off. My parents always had good intentions, correct? Everybody always had good intentions when it came to me. Erie, how do you think the haircut looks today after the shower? Hey, TB, how do you think my haircut looks, TB? It looks better when you don't comb and try to straighten it down. which is, it looks good, but you got a messy front. Did I gel it like my mom said? No, I didn't. I didn't, Dave. You got to make it messy. Erie says gel would be a good idea. I guess you're right. We are making a new man out of Andrew. I got a new haircut. Yeah, man. I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy at 37. My body may change, but my mental age remains the same. My body may change, but my mental age remains the same. My body may get older, but my age is, I don't know. I didn't get it faded on the sides, they say. Yeah, man. Erie says she tried giving beauty tips to Deborah, but she just blocked him. Oh, somebody asked, did I get my night guard? I certainly did. Okay, first off, this is a model of my teeth. That's my teeth here. Ah, I dropped them on the ground. Shit. I just dropped the model of my teeth on the ground. And this I don't want to put it in now because it's all slimy, but this is my night guard. Somebody asked me, will I sell my teeth? It was actually really uncomfortable putting in the night guard and sleeping with it. I woke up many times. Last night. So I don't know. But I'll get used to it, I guess. They tell me I was really grinding my teeth when I was sleeping, so I got to get used to it. Marcy says you'll get used to it. So I got the art class today at 4 p.m. Your body may change, but your age remains the same. Your body may change, but your age remains the same. Your body may change, but your age remains the same. I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy at 37. I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy. Oi, oi. I'm the last remaining boy at 37. Everyone had fun growing up, having interpersonal relationships, getting jobs, getting financially independent. But I stayed a boy, and I'm the last remaining boy. I'm the last remaining boy. Oi, oi. I'm the last remaining boy at 37. Anybody want me to set up the DSLR and make some videos here? Actually, nah. Erie says, nah. Nobody wants you to set up the DSLR and make some videos. Nah. Nah. So when you don't want to do something, you say to people, you give them the impression you're thinking about it. Then you go, nah. But if you want to do something, you go, something to do, which is what my Uncle Patrick used to say. Somebody asked me, did my brother come over last night? What are you talking about, Erie? Why would my brother have come over last night? Yeah, my brother. Erie says she thought she saw somewhere that he visited. He might have. He's having issues with his car, so I think he might have. I didn't see him, but he might have come over yesterday. He might have. I don't know how you know that unless you're stalking me, but he might have actually come over yesterday. Yes. Are you stalking me, Erie? Detective work here. I didn't interact with him. I never saw him. No, I think the other person was Lady Gaga. I think Erie really is either. I think Erie really is an Asian woman, to be honest with you. Probably somebody I went to college with. I think the other woman yesterday, Kip, was Lady Gaga, I believe. I think Erie's friends with Lady Gaga though. So he says if Kip was Lady Gaga, then Lady Gaga is real mean. I guess so. So he says that college chick was scared of me, wasn't she? I don't know. I couldn't. I thought I could read her mind, but I guess I couldn't have. I thought I was mentalizing what was in her mind, but I guess I wasn't a mind reader after all, right? We weren't telepathic despite me thinking we were. We weren't reading each other's minds. Keep that in mind. Sometimes you're just projecting what you think is in somebody else's mind onto them, and you're not actually reading their mind. So sometimes what you think somebody else is thinking, they're not actually thinking. It's just coming from within you. What are you thinking right now, Dave? I have no idea. I don't even know who you are. Are you Dave, a member of my stepfather's family? Are you David Grohl? Are you David Batista? Or are you just another Dave? You know, I can't even tell which Dave you are. You know what I mean? I can't even picture which kind of Dave you are here. So I have you, Dave, a member of my stepfather's family, Dave Bautista, David Grohl, or just some random Dave. I don't know which Dave you are, so. Somebody says it's like that Led Zeppelin song. All in all, it's just another Dave in the hall. Somebody says that's exactly what I was thinking. Great job. Who the fuck am I? I don't know, Dave. I don't know. But I know your name is Dave, that's for sure. But there are a lot of Daves. Or David Gilmour. Maybe you're David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. Maybe you're David Gilmour. That's a Dave, too. Dave Thomas? I think he's dead, though. From Wendy's. Dave Ramsey, the financial Mongol. There are so many Daves. Yeah, I said David Grohl already, Rusty. All right, here we go. Rusty, it's time for your favorite part of the day. She was an Asian woman. Asian woman. She was an Asian woman. I grew up in the suburbs of Long Island, New York, a predominantly Caucasian area. All my crushes were white women. She was an Asian woman. She was an Asian woman. Then I attended Stony Brook University. There was an Asian woman who showed me attention. She was an Asian woman. All right. Oh, I dropped the sock on the ground. That's not a big deal. Socks can go on the ground. Socks can go on the ground. Coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds, Andrew the Android Kolaski! Wee wah, wee wah, wee wah, wee wah. You are going down. Ah! Actually, I'm sorry. I intended to do Sal Waters, but I accidentally introduced myself as Andrew the Android Kolaski, and people boo. People boo. They're throwing tomatoes and pretzels at me. Boo! Why are you trying to bury Cell, they say. They want the cellmates back. They want me to retire the androids and bring back Cell Waters. We want Cell. Andrew who? Fair enough, Yuri. Fair enough. So do you guys want me to set up the DSLR and make some videos here? I guess I will. Throw out some topics. Yuri says no. Okay. She wants the live stream to continue like this. Somebody asks me, am I a member of the Alumni Association for Stony Brook? I might be. Do you get automatically? I mean, I'm a graduate of Stony Brook. I have a BS in business marketing. So I might be in the Alumni Association. I'm not really sure. Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, I was in a padded room, which was fucking horrifying, in my last psychiatric hospital admission. So last year, unfortunately, I got put in the COVID section because I was exposed to somebody with COVID. And I was in a padded room, not because they put me in there because I was dangerous, but because they had like no rooms available. It was fucking horrifying, man. I was sleeping in a fucking padded room. So he says, that sounds comfy. Yeah, it was bad. It was fucking bad. Erie asks, was it cozy? No, it sucked. Did I do a lot of tumbles? No. And practice wrestling moves? No. Yeah, it was just me and like 4 or 5 other people. And we were in the COVID section. And we just watched movies. They didn't even let us draw, really. What did we do? We did nothing for weeks. Basically, for 2 weeks, we did fucking nothing. We just sat there watching fucking, like, I don't know. We picture. It was. I mean, there were other people around there. There were other people. I mean, they didn't want you coloring on the walls with crayons. Actually, you want me to share with you some of the artwork I did in there? I have done it before. I mean, I did some artwork when I was in there, but only at specific times. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Basically, what you do in the psychiatric hospital, at least NUMC, is you just lie there. You just fucking lie on the bed, especially if you're in the COVID section. It sucked. It was terrible. You wait for your meals, you wait for your medication, and you watch the clock. You can't wait to get discharged. It's just you look out the window. You can't do anything. You just can't do anything, basically. I actually worked really hard on artwork in the hospital, which I scanned. I'll share it with you. I mean, if you'd like. Anybody want me to go over my psychiatric hospital artwork? Or no? Yeah, interesting. Okay, so somebody says they want me to go over my psychiatric hospital artwork. Okay, let's go to 2023. Okay, this is artwork I made, and bear in mind, this is artwork I made when I was in the psychiatric hospital. This one's called True Love. I'm tired of being an incel. Give me freedom. Help me. Where is my woman? I made this in the hospital in January 2023. This one, I am a bunny, an angel. I made this in the hospital. I don't. I got to be careful to go over these. I'm not sure what I said, and I don't know if there's anybody I can talk about in here, so I got to be careful going over these. Actually, this one actually this one I made in the hospital here. Solitary confinement. Solitary confinement. I made this in the hospital. Volcano, lava. Help me, I want love, be my friend. I made this in the hospital. I made this in the hospital. Is there anybody out there cut off from the world? Does anybody care I exist? Alone and sad forever. Non-stop contamination fears. I feel alone. I made this in the hospital. Contaminants in the psych ward. Life changed forever. Can I get HIV? Stepped on something gross. I want to go home. Blood on my hand. Let it go. Disgusting bathroom. I made this one in the hospital. Being in the psych hospital is like being in prison. Nobody cares I exist. Bored, watching the clock tick. Time does not pass. I want somebody to love me. Nobody cares what happens to me. Then I made this one. In the psych hospital, good cellmates can make your time nice or it could put you in hell. It's important to get a good cellmate, otherwise your time will suck worse. Yeah, I have all the originals of this. While being in the psych hospital, the world keeps moving. I'm imprisoned in hell. Everyone is having fun. I watch the world from my prison windows. It's torturing to know life is happening. Then there's this one. Animal caught in headlights. Can't relax. Event to end in disaster. Slam on brakes. Save me. Don't run me over. This one. It's going to get better. Tough times don't last. If you're suffering, keep fighting. Sunny days are ahead. I have to save myself. This one. I'm so sad. Somebody save me. Feel like I'm in prison. Love me. Help. Wasted time. Tears. This one. After being in jail or the psych ward, you feel so unclean and impure when discharged. It feels like I was raped, in a way, though I wasn't literally. Weeks of nonstop germophobia and contamination fears. That's an interesting one. This one. In the psychiatric hospital, the Latuda causes esophagus paralysis. Gross toilet water from 5 guys splashed in my face. I was having difficulty swallowing in the pigsty bathroom. Sucked up toilet water from saliva. Contamination? In the psych ward in the evening, I'm so sad, throbbing depression. I want freedom. I feel alone. I want to be loved by a woman. Nobody cares. In the psychiatric hospital, I have 5 roommates, 5 guys sharing a room. So dirty. It's the most disgusting pigsty ever. It's like a college frat house, only with low functioning mental patients instead. Life is sad, but it doesn't have to be a nonstop nightmare. I want to be happy. You can have moments of happiness and joy. My life has been pain and suffering, but I hope the best days of my life are coming. Because the psych hospital is so disgusting, I've been washing my hands too much. Now I have rashes and I have open cuts. I don't want to get contaminated with something life changing like HIV and be single forever. There's this one. Fantasyland. The reality is I'm a burden, no friends, worthless loser, like a prison, solitude, rejected, wasted time, pathetic, zero. In my daydream, I'm successful. I'm a movie star, alive, Mr. Cool, rich, famous, happy, so many friends, true love. There's this one. The Mr. Hollywood myth. Daydreaming. My ticket to freedom and independence is solitary social media posts all day long. But I'm pouring my life down the drain, comforting myself from extreme sadness. In the psych hospital, I'm like Be Good Johnny by Men at Work. I'm surrounded by low functioning mental patients, many who have criminal records. I don't do well surrounded by people who've lived in poverty for their whole lives. I'm in the psych ward. Why doesn't Elon Musk or an undercover secret admirer save me? Because it's a delusion. Why am I like in prison? Make me rich and famous. Rich people don't know me. In the psych hospital, I can't wait to use a clean bathroom again. Give me freedom. I can't wait to sleep in my own bed and eat real food. In the psych ward, I'm afraid of a psychopath intentionally contaminating me, secretly murdered. It might be staff or a cellmate who doesn't like me. I feel like I'm getting deceived. Waiting to be discharged from the psych ward. I've been here for too long. Release me from this prison. There is nothing to do. I'm bored. It's mind numbing. Give me freedom. In the psych hospital, all there is to do is sleep and eat. Even my mother's cooking is better. The food is horrible. It's like prison food or dog food. Feed me real food. In the psych hospital, my cellmate is stealing my clothes. He's getting aggressive with others in here. I'm afraid he's using my deodorant or antiperspirant. Save me. He seems sketchy and was bleeding. Contamination fears. The psychiatrists in the psych ward ask, "How was your weekend?" I sat in my room sleeping and eating, taking tons of meds. My weekend sucked. Imprisoned in hell. She's probably watching TV with her family, going to fancy restaurants, enjoying life while I'm in prison. Mr. Cool, the face. The bathroom I'm using in the psych ward is the most disgusting bathroom ever. 5 guys are sharing it. Many have sketchy pasts. Can you get contaminated? HIV. Gross bathroom. In the psych ward, a cellmate asked me if he could use my deodorant. I'm afraid he or someone used it because it was there. HIV risk? Is this contamination risk if somebody else used my antiperspirant? In the psych hospital, snot keeps accumulating in my nose. It's getting hard because I haven't picked it in weeks. I picked my nose, now it's bleeding in the hospital. I'm getting contamination fears from having a bloody nose in this disgusting environment. My blood work was clean before entering the psych ward. I daydreamed about a soulmate, dream woman. Now I'm afraid I'm contaminated with HIV. Life changed forever. No woman wanting to date me, unhappy, alone, an incel. I was admitted into the psych ward for 2 weeks. I don't agree with the decision. I wasn't a danger to myself or others. I think people often see my performative and sensationalistic social media content and take it literally. All right, I'm done sharing. You want me to continue? You want me to continue with the psych ward drawings, or is that good enough? I guess that's good enough. That was from the first psychiatric hospitalization. I got more from the second one in March of 2023. What did you think, guys? So I took Latuda and it was causing esophagus paralysis, and I was eating a peanut butter sandwich and it got caught in my esophagus. So I tried throwing it up in the bathroom, and when I spit up the peanut butter sandwich, it splashed in the toilet and splashed in my face. That's nasty. Yeah, man, it was nasty. It was nasty. It was disgusting. Eerie vomited. Yeah, man. That's why you puke in the sink. All right, Rusty. What's done is done. I mean, it was a year and a half ago. A year and 8 months ago. So what's done is done. You want me to go over my second psychiatric? You want me to go over the mental health recovery group artwork, or the second psychiatric hospitalization artwork, or no? You want me to continue here? Rusty says sure. All right, here. Let's close over this. Okay, one sec. I'm loading up the artwork. First off, okay, one sec. Yeah, man. I don't. I got to be careful here because a lot of this. Okay. When did I get hospitalized for the second time? I remember doing Men at Work drawings about Be Good Johnny, but I can't seem to find it. Hold on. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, here we go. I got released in April. That's why. Okay, so this is when I was back in the psych ward in March 2023. Um, Future movie star in my room, solitary, practicing alone, getting better and better. Fantasyland. The next one, falling into hell. Help, lava. This one, someone, anyone screaming, listen, hear me, no one cares. This one, Satan, he just wants love. A man in the psych ward thought we were talking about him. We weren't. He was delusional. It's an idea of reference. Give me freedom. Moisten my mind. My brain is on fire. I'm very hungry. The staff in the government poor person's psych ward doesn't care. I'm just cattle to them. They're medical malpractice, not friendly. Contamination fears. On the psych ward, everyone is so unclean. I'm afraid of HIV. I'm afraid to get assaulted by a crazy person. I go to the poor person's psych ward. I don't go to private rich persons. I go to the state, hell on earth, NUMC. Help. Well, that's what I drew when I was in there. Will I ever get freedom and become happy? I feel like a loser and an incel. At 35, I'm hostily dependent. I'm locked away and desire intimacy. No one cares. Love me. They say if you win the lottery, you find out who your true friends are. Where were you when I was a loser? I've won. They laughed when I was at rock bottom. They want to know me. And meanwhile, I was drawing this in the psych ward. What protects me? My friends and family. My mother controlling me to get well. Daydreams about superstardom. Are there secret admirers? My psychiatrists. True love. Not having to worry about money. No responsibilities. Comedy and laughter. Positive mindset. Entertainment. Exercise. Sorrow. Radical acceptance. Remembering happy times. So I did this on the psychiatric too. Locked door. What's on the other side? Time to find out what's behind the door. I'm rich, famous, friends, love, financial independence. I'm a happy man now. I hold the key, not mama. Take control. I don't need tons of high doses of antipsychotics. I was fine. Now I feel zonked. Barbaric medications. Chemically lobotomized zombie. I wish I was at the millionaire's psych ward. I'm at hell on earth poor person's hospital. It's like jail. It's that bad. Nobody cares. I'm like cattle. I feel cold, sad, and alone in the psych ward. Where is my soulmate? Help! I need comfort. Can someone love me? Folie du. Unless a woman believes I'll be a movie star too, who would want to date me? There's no future here. Give up daydreams, live in the real world. I'm 35, no money. I want to feel safe in the psych ward. If I make it without getting assaulted, I'll be happy. Scared of HIV too, contamination fears. I hate it here. I want a woman and to go home. I'm afraid of contaminants in the psych ward. I suspect my cellmate did that in the bathroom. Then I think I saw that in the toilet. He said he didn't do that, but I still think my OCD is driving me wild. I'm like Be Good Johnny by Men at Work. While everyone else is having fun living life, I'm disassociated, and I don't relate to anyone. I want to be far away from the screaming in a land of daydream. I got stuck by a sharp object in the psych ward. It was small and needle-like. It wasn't a needle, though. It's sharp. Debris. HIV risk? I was told no. I hate needles, getting shots, and having blood tests. I always become afraid I'll get contaminated. If I get something life changing, will no one want to date me? Will I be an incel forever? I feel like everyone is lying to, gaslighting, and turning me into a clown. Treat me with respect, not a buffoon. I'm not a sensationalistic comic character. This is the real world, not the WWE. I feel like I'm a joke. I feel like I'm one big joke to everyone. They view me with no dignity or respect. I've since won the game. Now everyone wants to know me. Can someone throw me a bone? I'm a good dog. I've suffered long enough. I deserve happiness, solitary. To have friends, you need to be a friend. I'm so sexually frustrated and I desire a girlfriend. Incel. I hate that my parents put me in NUMC, the poor person's public psych ward. I don't think that the hospitalization was necessary. They're jerks. Did my parents really want to help me? They could have gone easier on me. It was too much. In the psych ward, they put me on an antipsychotic and mood stabilizer. It makes me feel tired, like trash, chemically lobotomized. They keep increasing and increasing and increasing my meds. I need socialization. It feels like no one loves me. A hole in my life. A void. In the psych ward, I feel broken, at rock bottom, and in pain. It feels like no one cares, alone in the world. Can someone love me, please? I'm in hell. I need sex and love. I can't make someone want me. I'm an incel. Am I projecting my sexual frustration? Nobody enjoys my suffering. Nobody finds my pain hot or funny. It feels like intentional torture. If so, it's way too far. Help me. The truth is, at 35 years old, I have to meet a girlfriend. I'm in the psych ward for the eighth time. I'm so thirsty for intimacy with a woman. My need for love isn't being met. That's why I'm going crazy. I'm so frustrated in the psych ward, it's barbaric. I feel cold, sad, empty. I need comfort. Hostile dependency, alone in my head, could have been worse. I felt like a loser, a burden, the bane of your existence. I could have been homeless, lost time. That's me and my mom. Some people say my dad owned me by putting me in the psych ward. The hospitalization was unnecessary. He was provocative too. The doctors thought it was all my fault. I wasn't delusional. I needed love, not the barbaric psych ward for the eighth time. Putting me in the poor person's psych ward was overkill in April 2023. I've been institutionalized 8 times. Does no one love me? I feel cold and sad. It's horrific. My parents are the reason I'm there. Do they have empathy? What the hell? NUMC psychiatric service inpatient is hell on earth. It's like jail. I was like cattle, medicated based on a formula, not rich. I was afraid of getting assaulted or HIV contaminated with something life changing. The staff doesn't listen or care. Do the children of millionaires go here? Nope. I'm a poor man and no one cares. Psychiatrists say I'm projecting my sexual frustration onto my parents. They're not torturing me. Or could they be sadists? Do they enjoy seeing me in pain? Hostile dependency. Love. Intended to hurt me. Deceivers. I don't need to be in the psych ward. If they released me, I'd go to art class, the gym, and be fine. I'm not a danger to myself or others. I shouldn't be here. Discharge me. Keeping me here is simply a waste of time and money. I'm imprisoned in hell. This life is so sad. So much horrible stuff happened. Nothing good ever seems to happen. I love you. I'm sorry for everything. I'll make things right. Feel nostalgic and guilty. It's going to be okay. It'll get better. I'm lacking love in my life. The psych ward is literal torture to be in. All I can do is lay on the bed and watch the time. Help me. It's spooky, creepy. I feel cold and alone in the world. It's like a haunted house. Does anyone care? I'm afraid, unloved, unhappy. In the psych ward, my roommate claimed to have sex with a prostitute. Is this an HIV contamination risk if I came in contact with his fluids? I switched rooms. Now I'm in the padded room. Horrifying. I wish someone was here to release me from this hellhole. Help. In the psych ward, my roommate was freaking out, was aggressive, and thought he could be HIV positive. He got teeth pulled at the hospital, spit blood into the sink. This is my worst nightmare come true. Contamination risk? You need to share needles or have sex, which we did not have. It's okay, I'm clean. It's better to be alone than have a bad roommate you can't stand. If they're aggressive, whine, complain, they're hell to be around. No money. NUMC is not keeping me safe. I feel in danger. They view me like I'm crazy. If I got HIV, they wouldn't care. I'm just a nobody. Contamination fears. The antipsychotics cause esophagus dysphagia and paralysis. I was choking. I tried to make myself throw up like in the psych ward. Germs and contaminants everywhere. The staff in the psych ward was looking at me like I'm crazy. I also have EOE, a narrowed esophagus. The psych ward, there's the sketchy guy with bloody gauze on his hand, and he touched his arm. It grossed me out. I'm afraid of something basically HIV. We get this. Can you get HIV this way? We get it. I wish NUMC would protect me from these scary and crazy people. Dr. Garrett says, don't proclaim my ever... Dr. Garrett says, don't proclaim my ever-changing beliefs. Instead, say, post with the intent of having... Am I really projecting my sexual frustration onto my parents? Hostile dependency, but no intent to hurt me? Or are they monsters behind their mask? Do they enjoy my suffering? All right, that's enough. Actually, we have only 2 more here. Psychiatric hospitals should be like church. No matter who you are, we're all equal in the eyes of God. But it's the people burned out from doing a difficult job. The staff views the mental patients as lesser than them. Like the Stanford prison experiment. No one listens. No one cares. There should be reform in the United States of America when it comes to mental illness. They say lock them up, institutionalize them with no empathy. It's too costly to care and to intervene. Dark ages. Mental illness is like an injury to the mind. No one wants to heal me. All right. So on that note, that was some of my psychiatric hospital. All right, Kip. I'm going to give you the old plunge here because you're too nasty. You're too nasty, Kip. Hi, Rias. Rias asks, have you found a cutie pie girlfriend yet? No, I have not. I'm really looking for a girlfriend, though. All right, adios, amigos and amigas. Peace out.